What's Gucci, everyone? Today is my first discussion video on My Hero. I want to tackle the biggest question there is. Who is the UA trader? Now, there's a lot of suspects it can be. It can be Gakure, it can be Seto, it could be Uraraka, it could be Ida, it could be really anyone right now because we don't really have a clear pinpoint person on who it is. Now, who do I think it is? Well, if I tell you guys, you're probably not going to believe me. Nope, I don't think you guys are going to believe me. You guys are going to be like, what? You're crazy. No. Here's who it is. Are you ready? Ready for it? Yep. It's Nieto Monoma. Now. Before you click off and you're like, you know what, man? You're really crazy. That's not who it is. It's not Nieto Monoma. Why would it be him? Well, I have a few theories. So let me explain. I think the best way to really kind of stabilize my point is to explain why I think there is a UA trader. Now, the two instances where the League of Villains attacked UA high school, especially Class 1A, is both during the USJ attack, when they were at the USJ Training Center, and it was also during the Forest Training Arc. Now, with the USJ, it's two ways you look at that. The one way you could look at it is, the villains got a leg up, and by someone at the school, and they decided to attack it because they knew where to cut off the communications. They knew exactly who to bring to kind of deal with these people. Now, at that time, we have to remember that it wasn't as kind of tightly formed as it is now, because the League of Villains was just like a new thing. Because only, I think, Kurogiri and Shigaraki were like the two main hitters there. So it was, and the Nobu, of course, but the Nobu doesn't count. Nobu's like a little zombie, but yeah. It was those two who originally started, and it was just a bunch of random, fodder villains that no one really cares about because the students, the 1A kids, were, kicking their ass all around the camp. But that's besides the point. What I'm trying to say is that if it was a trader there, it would have to have been Class 1A or any of the staff members. That kind of very limits the narrow pool. But I don't think at that time it would have been like that. I think at the time it would have been more of a, planned attack. It seemed like they kind of planned this out and they knew what they were doing. Instead of it being like, oh, we're just going to surprise them. It was more of a shock in that sense. So you could look at it one of those two ways. But what confirms to me that there is a UA trader is the fact that during the Forest Training Arc, that was a secret location. Now, you can say that maybe some older students knew about it, but I don't really know if that was during, the location was actually, always set in stone. I don't know if it changes a lot. I would hope that it changes so the villains can never, really do it, because all they have to do is just follow the bus, or they would just have to know about that. But, I mean, other than that, it would be why would they be at the same location? So hopefully it would have to have been someone in Class 1A or Class 1B and staff members. I don't think it was anyone on the staff, because why would they want to betray the school that they once grew up in, that made them heroes, like Present Mike and Eraserhead, All Might. I'm assuming that all the other staff members graduated from UA. I don't know if it's been strictly said, but I'm going to assume that they did. So it would have to be a student. And who's the only student at UA that actually has any beef with anyone at with Class 1A? And that's my boy Nieto Monoma. Now, we know that his whole thing is really just a gag. It's not really anything serious. It's not like, oh, because the whole thing works is he comes in, he tries to rain the parade on Class 1A because, he doesn't like him. And then Kendo would come behind him and just go boop right to his neck and then be like, yeah, we're sorry about him. So, and plus he was the only one that failed the exam during the practical exam. He was the only one that failed in his class. So even that could be a little suspicious. Why was he the only one that failed? Everyone in his class passed but him? It's kind of weird. Maybe it was just a gag oh, Class 1A, a lot of you guys failed, but didn't you fail too? I think it was a gag, but still. It could be looking like a gag right now, but what if Horikoshi spun it on his head? Did you ever think about that? What if, at the end of the story, we cut to a point where we're at a point where Shigaraki captured Midoriya. I know, crazy, but again, this is way down the line. You never know what's going to happen. And, and Shigaraki's kind of spilling the beans to him, and he's saying, Midoriya, we've always had the leg up. You thought the heroes did, but really the villains did. And Midoriya's like, what do you mean? And then Shigaraki just steps back, and out comes Nieto Monoma. Wouldn't that just make you wouldn't that just make your jaw drop? Like, that would make my jaw, I would just be like I would be in complete and utter shock. Like, it would be one of those, yeah, I definitely didn't see that one coming. And it would be the greatest thing ever, because then he would just give out one of his goofy little speeches and just be it would be ha ha ha. Class 1A, Izuku Midoriya, you have finally been defeated. And now the true heroes of Class 1B are going to be the greatest heroes that UA's ever produced. And you're just like, dude, you're just super crazy. Why? Why do you want Class 1A destroyed that badly? And you know what? I think he's going to get that crazy. We're already seeing levels of his craziness go up. If you read the most recent chapters, I don't think, has it been shown in the anime? I don't know. But if you're not reading the anime, I'm pretty sure it has. The new girl that came to Class 1B, I don't know her name, but remember how she was introducing herself, and then she looked at him, and then she was like, oh yeah, and then Class 1A is a bunch of smelly poopy heads or whatever. I don't remember what she said. And then we cut to him, and he's just kind of in the corner. Yeah, we're seeing his craziness go above and beyond. And I don't even think that's really his fault. I just think that's how Horikoshi's writing him. And I think if Horikoshi's a cool guy, he would definitely go that far with the character. But, that's just my 2 cents on it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please make sure to leave a like and hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching.